Hello and welcome. This is Nolan with Nolan's News and Discover NC Homes, and we are going to discover the difference today about hot water on demand and truly calling it either that or a tankless hot water heater. So hot water on demand, very popular topic. You'll hear it quite a bit in listings. It is anything but, in my opinion, hot water on demand. So a tankless hot water heater, okay? Typical hot water heater is you have, size is probably 50-gallon, a little smaller, a little larger, usually in the garage. And this is the I'd say old school or very efficient way of doing it. But you have this big tank, you have an element in there that constantly is keeping that water at a certain temperature. So when you turn your faucet on, that water shoots over to wherever you're turning your faucet on, and it becomes hot. The further away from the traditional hot water tank that you are, sometimes the longer it takes. Tankless hot water heater, okay? So you have the tankless hot water here and your primary bedroom all the way over here. You turn that hot water on, this tankless hot water heater is run, in our case down here, by propane, could be natural gas, and it instantly puts the water to hot, so you don't have a big hot water tank that you're constantly trying to heat, but it can take sometimes 3 or 4 minutes to get it from here over to here. That is not hot water on demand, in my humble opinion. And it just becomes quite an issue. So start to look into how can you fix this or do something different. There are no recirculating pumps for tankless hot water heaters. That's a big problem because you want it instantly over here. There are some, and I haven't done the research, but there are a few systems where you can actually fire this up for, say you're going to take a shower every morning from 6 to 8. So you can have this automatically go on from 6 to 8 and just be heating it up so it reaches there. It's also a very expensive fix. So talking to some plumbers, if you're on a crawl space or even if you're not, you just need a space, but you can do a small traditional 5 to 10 gallon hot water heater that once this heats up, it feeds into that, but this is constantly heating here. So if your primary bedroom's here and you're on a crawl space, you can have this little 5 to 10 gallon in the crawl space. So you turn on the water and it's instant, but once this runs out, by that 3 or 4 minutes, this is now feeding hot water into that tank. So it's a solution that is, I don't know, maybe between wiring and the hot water heater, you're probably $600 to $800, which is a lot less money than getting one of these fancy, I'm going to turn on the tankless for 2 hours here or there, so it's running. So just, it's a quick fix. It's, the tankless, they are more efficient because you're not constantly heating this big, thing of water all the time. But the drawback is 3 to 4 minutes that you have to wait for a hot shower. And how much water are we now wasting in that 3 to 4 minutes before you get into your shower? So this might be a good fix to it. And I don't think electric-wise it's that much money to, for a 5 or a 10 gallon hot water heater to heat. So maybe a little trick there. If you have any questions, let us know. Have definitely electricians, plumbers to help you with this, and it might be a good solution to your issue. Thank you. If you have any questions, bye-bye.